Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you until we'll see. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. All right. Let's see how it goes. I see Wyatt wrapping up right now. He doing the finger thing. I mean the hand to the ear thing. Yeah, he doing that. In a minute he gonna do this. Yeah, he just did it. And he gonna start doing this. I like Wyatt. I do. I like his show. I like the way he does his show. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. If this is your first time joining, the price of admission is this simple. Say hi and let me know where you're from. Okay, you can get in free. You don't have to do that, but I like it when you do. I like it when you do. So come on in. Of course, we got a couple things to talk about. Couple of things to talk about. But as usual, I start the show off just by saying hello to the people who have said hello to me. And oh, it's a lot of y'all in here. Okay. Hold on. Some of these is from yesterday. Oh, I still got the stuff up from yesterday. Well, hold on. Let me scroll through. Scroll to today. Let me see. Hold on, I tell y'all, I gotta get to today. All right, here we go. All right, so let's start it off. Hold on, let me put the chat up so y'all can actually see it. How about that? David, good afternoon. Good afternoon. He says, I'm first. You were first. Yes, you were. Erica, good afternoon. Representing Reading. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. My OSHA, good afternoon. She says she's representing Avondale. And let's see who I can piss off today. Nobody. No, nothing I say today should upset anybody. Phyllis, good afternoon. Good afternoon. We got Pat in the house. Good afternoon, Pat. Thanks for checking us out. Tessie, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's see. David says he's representing the whole universe. We got Brent, good afternoon, checking in. He's representing Dallas, Texas. Got Dwayne representing Mount Airy in the house. Mount Airy, the home of the HVWA. All right. Got Nick in the house. He's representing beautiful Blue Ash. Can't beat that. Oh, let's see. Anthony, he's representing Clifton. We got Stephanie representing Roselawn. Maria representing North College Hill. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Stephanie and Maria. McConnell, good afternoon. What's up? Got Sean in the house. Good afternoon, Sean. I believe he's representing the ATL. Got Champion Pryor. I'm assuming that this is Stefan. Good afternoon, Stefan. Thank you for joining the show. And I was rooting for you to win when you ran. I was rooting for you to win. I would just say, hopefully you learned some stuff, so if you ever decide to run again, you know a little bit more of the ins and outs. So, hey, you can't beat that. Let's see. Lamont, good afternoon. Good afternoon. He's representing Westwood. Carolyn, she's representing East Walnut Hills, not Earth, Wind, and Fire. East Walnut Hills. I promise you, every time I see you write that, my brain changes the H to an F, and you're talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire. I don't know why. Lewis, representing Sharonville. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Phyllis likes the casual shirt. Okay. Tria, representing Columbia Township. All right. Appreciate you for checking in. Let me see. We got Vincent. Vincent says Landon is in the house. All right. LaDonna representing East Price Hill. Terry is representing downtown. Terry, LaDonna, good afternoon. Vincent, I don't know if I said it to you. Oh, let's see. Pamela, good afternoon, representing North Avondale. We got Brenda all the way out there representing Fairfield. All right. Jerika, the troublemaker. Jerica is her actual name, but you'll forever be Jerika. Good afternoon. And she's representing Dayton. Angela says HVWA. You had to be there. Ron. Oh, but Angela's in the house. Good afternoon. Ron's in the house. Good afternoon to you, Ron. We got Mike G representing Kentucky. Good afternoon. Steban in the house. Good afternoon. We got Dante. He's representing Cheviot, or some people call it Chevois. Appreciate you checking in. Twin. Man, Twin was angry today. Somebody gonna complain to you, man. You can't be up in Kroger stocking milk, calling people pussy ass motherfuckers all at the same time. Ron says cut your YouTube on. I'm pretty sure the YouTube is on. Hold on, let me look. Streaming there. Yeah. Streaming there. Streaming. Did I miss one? Yeah, I'm on. I'm on YouTube. Let's see. We got Preston in the house. Preston representing Avondale. Mike representing Woodlawn. We got Bonita representing Roselawn. All the lawns in the house. Armand Murray. Did I pronounce it right? Representing Covedale. Angela's representing Oakley. East Oakley. I didn't know there was a division. There's East Coast, West Coast, Oakley beef going on. Oh my goodness. Shahara representing Mason. Twin say I'm a snitch. I'm gonna tell on you one day. I'm not gonna have to call. It's gonna be some white lady. Gonna be in there just trying to buy a gallon of milk, and you gonna be calling people pussy ass motherfuckers, and she gonna go to the manager afraid. She gonna be crying. Them white tears is powerful. You gotta watch it. Valerie representing Milford. You can't beat that. Blue Mooney says Reese Mooney in the house. I'm assuming that means Forest Park, so he's representing Forest Park. Let me see. Myosha says I've never heard anyone say Chevois. It's when you're getting fancy with it, I hear it every once in a while. Let's see. I think I got Janice. I always look for Janice because she's my favorite, in case y'all didn't know. Janice is in the house, who says good afternoon. Armand says I did pronounce it right. And Regina representing Eastgate. All right. Well, good afternoon to everyone. I appreciate you being here. I'm sorry, we got Veronica, got it just under the wire, representing College Hill, and Jeannie. Happy hump day, Jeannie. Do some humping. I don't know if it's hump day. You should be humping, right? Good afternoon to everyone. Let me deal with a couple things real quick and then get out of here. People who are wishing that somebody go to jail for longer. Come on. I know you beef with people. You know, people do. People beef with people. People do things that you don't like, that offends you, whatever. And so you have some level of animosity towards them. Who's wishing that somebody would go to jail who didn't actually do like any cause any physical harm to them. Come on. Come on. That shouldn't feel right in your spirit if you got any sort of a good spirit. Like, ooh, I can't stand him. Ooh, I can't stand her. Ooh, she get on my nerves. Oh, she tried to do this to me, and oh, she tried to do that to me, and oh, I get all of that. Oh, you should have got more time. That I don't get. Wishing for bad things to happen to people is bad. And look, I know what the beef is about. I was told exactly what the beef is. When I was told, we were on good terms, and I promised that I would not tell. I promised that I would not tell. So I won't tell, because I am a king of my word. But I am going to say it ain't that serious. Armand, no, I was at the laundromat the other day, Armand. I was at the laundromat. I had to do some laundry for someone else. I had a whole car full of laundry. Like, I think it ended up being like 20 loads. I did 20 loads of laundry. That's a whole nother story. So no, that was me. That was me. It wasn't my laundry, by the way. I got a washer and dryer here. And the last time I had gone to a laundromat, I met my wife. I met my wife at the laundromat. So, but no, that was me. But, yeah, no, I know what happened. I know what the beef is about. Again, I promised I wouldn't share, so I will not share unless, because y'all know me, I'm all about names. Unless Lincoln Ware says to me, oh, I release you from that promise. Please feel free to tell everybody what happened. If he says it, then to me, that's releasing me from that promise. Or if he says, I release you from that promise, even though, he beefing with me right now. Even though he beefing with me right now, I still will not share what happened. But McConnell says, then why bring it up? I bring it up to say, I know what happened. And that was still out of line. Like it ain't that with everything, with what he's mad about, it's still out of line to sit back and maybe it is. Maybe I'm just different. There are people who, let's say, for example, tried to cause me to lose my job. I don't wish no bad on them. When bad things happen to them, I'll be honest, I kind of think that might be a little bit of karma. But I don't ever think, oh, it should have been worse. That's just out of line. So I don't know what is going on today with people. Why are people so mean, angry, and hateful towards other people? Why can't people let people be, let people live, let people just mind their own business and you mind your own business? Even people you don't like, why can't people do that? Now look, and don't get me wrong, I like drama as much as probably more than the next person. I like drama. I really do. I like drama. And a part of me always want to just lean into the drama. But there's another part of me that always says, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't lean into the drama. Even with the thing with the threatening phone call to my friend who's a woman. The threatening phone call, my friend who's a woman. When I heard that, I wanted to lean into the drama Because again, I like drama. But there was another part of me that said, how does that serve anybody? How does that serve anybody? And believe me when I tell y'all, yesterday it was hard for me to not lean into that drama. It was difficult. Now, if you know what I'm saying, you my friend, and you catch me one-on-one conversation, I will share what I think unfiltered. But everything don't need to go over the air. Everything don't need to be aired. Everything don't need to be said. Some stuff you just feel it. Like even if you felt like, oh, I wish Kelly Prather got more than 7 years. You don't have to say that. You can just feel it. I still think it's bad. I saw somebody use the word evil. It's borderline evil because who likes to see negative befall people? Who are these people who like to see bad things happen to people? We understand that bad things happen to good people, but we don't usually, most good people don't wish for it. And then when something bad happens, most good people don't wish it was worse. Every interaction I ever had with Kelly Prather was, I won't say they were all positive. Some of them were neutral. Some of them were neutral. Not good, not bad. Hello. Hey, hello. That's neither good nor bad. It's neutral. But I don't ever remember, I don't think I ever had a negative interaction with Kelly. So there's definitely no reason for me to wish anything bad on it. Now, look, don't get me wrong. If you do wrong, you get caught doing wrong, and you know what I'm saying, you go to jail. To some degree, maybe you brought it on yourself. If you did what you were accused of doing, you might have brought that on yourself. And I'm one of those people who I will feel bad for you. I'll feel bad for you. Like, oh, that's a shame. And that, because this is what I do. I start thinking about what life is probably like in jail. I'm like, oh, I had to endure having your freedom gone. The had to wear that hookup, you know? Just, that's all bad. And then, you know, for men, I don't know about women. I guess I never really thought about what happens in a women's prison. But I kind of thought all women like that a little bit anyway. So, you know, okay. So, I mean, it's still, you lost your freedom. You lost your freedom. And to have to live for like years without being able to do whatever you want, I don't wish that on people. If you did what you did and you got caught doing what you did, and this is the punishment for doing what you did, then okay. But I was reading somewhere, remember yesterday I said I didn't really follow the story very much. So I didn't know, like I knew she applied for like $1 million or so dollars in PPP funding. But she only got like what, 20,000? She only got like 20,000? You're doing potentially 7 years for 20,000. You're not doing 7 years for 20,000. You're not doing 7 years for 20,000. You're doing 7 years for something else. You're doing 7 years for something else. And in my humble opinion, you're doing 7 years for having the nerve to be vocal, exceptionally vocal, and rub the wrong people the wrong way. That's what you're doing 7 years for. Come on, y'all. We see police do stuff to people. Like I can't remember. There was a police officer who like assaulted people. Got just probation. Like people do really bad stuff and don't get 7 years. So you're not doing 7 years for $20,000. You're not doing 7 years for applying for $1 million. You're doing 7 years for being a big, loud, boisterous, bald-head black woman. And I'm not saying any of that as an insult. Those are all, in all honesty, just things that you could at some point describe Kelly Prather as. And I know y'all don't like it, but some of that stuff, people judge people by. She wasn't a little tiny petite woman. Oh, what did that don't factor into? Of course it does. Of course it factors into it. Of course being loud, boisterous factors into it. Not being a conventional looking person factors into it. All of that factors into it. And you rub some people the wrong way. Angela says she wouldn't take the plea and she lied multiple times. It's still, you wouldn't. There are people who didn't take the plea, who didn't get 7 years for taking up more than $20,000. What was PG accused of doing? How much money was he accused of taking? And he didn't take the plea. How much time did he get? Now, I'm not saying that I want to see PG get 7 years. But not taking the plea is not, that don't get you 7 years. See, y'all can, like, when you got something to compare it to, you have to look at it and be like, wait a minute. Oh, she didn't take the plea. That's why she got 7 years. If she'd have took the, no, he didn't take the plea. He didn't get 7 years. So it's not taking the plea. She rubbed the wrong people the wrong way. I know a little bit about that. And when you rub the wrong people the wrong way, people don't like it. Twin.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
You snitching on me?
You the one was cussing while stocking the milk, bro. That was not.
Was you in the store?
I was frightened too, and I was frightened.
Was you in the store though?
No, I wasn't in the store, twin. I don't know if you stocking milk or not. I'm just teasing you.
I would. I ain't gonna lie, I would. Man, you don't know the system, player.
Oh.
Until you know the system, you can't comment on it.
Okay, you might have a point. Well, I can still comment on
I know
it.
I got a good point.
My comments
I mean,
might be
you
wrong.
comment on it, but if you don't know the straight facts to it 100%, you should just keep them little snap box closed.
Nah, bro. Funny is funny, and it's funny to me. So I said it.
You just, hey, man, shouldn't take that plea, man. Anytime you play with the states or Fed, and they coming at you with that plea deal, you better run with it. Because if you go in that system and play with that Yankee behind that bench, he gonna hang you like 1960. They probably came up with a lesser charge. You can do 2 years or whatever, 3. Oh, you want to play with us, huh?
But hold on. But see, this is what I don't understand, twin. Y'all keep saying that. But PG
What
didn't
you mean
take.
it happened to my brother?
PG didn't take the plea, and he only got 16 months.
PG had a deal.
He didn't take the deal.
Man, he had. Let me tell you, anytime you're in trouble, they gotta come with a plea on you. You ain't gotta take what they offer you. I guarantee his lawyer say you better take this deal because if you go in there and play with them, they gonna give you about two. I guarantee you, he looked at that.
Twin. He didn't take the deal. He went to trial. He got convicted. He didn't take the deal.
Okay, he got convicted. Oh, okay, he didn't take. Well, he didn't take the deal. Whatever. I'm just saying, if you didn't, I really don't know his situation anyway. I thought he just copped out or whatever. But he lost in trial.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know he lost in trial. Well, anyway, if you play with them people though, when they come at you with a plea deal and you lose, they gonna give you more time, like my brother.
No, he only got 16 months. He did what you said you can't do, and he only got 16 months.
Okay, yeah, Yankee. That's why. That's why he got the 16 months. They love him here in Cincinnati. So let me tell you this. I was looking at how much time I was looking. I was looking at 10. I got it down to 8. I wound up doing 3.5 off up. Plus time I served and everything. I did like 3.5 off up. My brother, when I was about to get out, my brother got popped out too. When he got popped out, they told him to take the 7. He didn't take they took it to trial, they gave him 15 years. I said, man, you're a dummy. I said, I told you to take that plea. He wanted to play with them people and everything. He put the money up, he put up about 12, 13 bands. But your 12, 13 bands, man, you could have kept that when you got out. And I still, talk about it with him. And I said, why you just didn't take the plea, man? He said, now I thought I hit. Man, you already facing a dope case. And then our name ring a bell. So why you ain't say I was pissed? I was so hurt, man. I cried when they said guilt. We found you guilty and everything. Because I knew once he slammed that little hammer thing, got whatever, it was over, man. I'm like, this mother is. Why you ain't take it, man? So if you don't take that deal when they do come with you at a plea and you lose, they gonna give you the max out of that plea. For not taking that plea.
Twin, I keep trying to tell you that's not necessarily true.
What you don't know the system, man.
I'm telling you, oh my goodness, I'm telling you, PG Sittenfeld was offered a deal. He didn't take the deal. He went to trial. He got found guilty, and he only got 16 months.
I understand that little petty, man. They love him here. That's why he got there, man.
But then that flies in the face of the idea that she got 7 years because she didn't take the plea, because that's not necessarily the case. No, she got 7 years because of something else.
Well, her situation, it was more to it. With that 7 years, she did more than that. They knew she black, and they knew, even though you know right from wrong, you was in politics and everything, we gonna make an example of you. And somebody didn't like her, man, basically.
There you go.
Oh, she went to get... Man, you trying to make me feel stupid when I already know about the situation.
Because you're the one... hold on. I said that, and you said it ain't true, and you said if you don't take the deal...
Sometimes, I'm trying to tell you how the system works, though. 9 times out of 10, it don't work like that.
Oh, my goodness.
They play you like they want to play, but us black folks, they go railroad us, man. They go stroke us. What are you talking about if you ain't never been through the system? That's what I'm saying. Regardless of PG, man, they love PG. Because any other time and stuff, they gotta knock these noodles off. I remember back in the day, back in, 2008, 9, governor around in Illinois. When them people got killed for him giving out bogus license and everything to the Mexicans and all that, he copped out for a plea or whatever because he knew they was gonna stroke him and everything. He wound up doing like maybe 6 or 5 years, the feds and everything, and made it so bad his wife was dying, and they said, "Can I see my wife on my last year or two on house arrest?" He said, "Hell no, finish your time on house arrest." But they did let him see her that day before she died. He wanted to spend his rest of his 3 months on house arrest. Last days with her. But like, no, you can see it and be gone. But that's how they play the system, though, man. They like it, they love it. And they love PGA. Take this 2 years, man. You'll be home. You probably got, what did you get, 2 years, 3 years?
He got 16 months.
Oh, that ain't nothing but a chump change. You can do that on his head. He about to come home this year, though. The rest, 16 months, yeah, he'll be at home. Rest of the year, he'll be home by Christmas. But he got to do halfway house about 3 months, 6 months, something like that. Yeah, he'll be home this year, though. They can pick him up.
All right.
All right, man. What you think about my city, man?
Huh?
What you think about my city?
What I think about your city? I'm not sure.
What about that shooting and everything?
Huh? Oh, about the police shooting that happened?
Yeah.
I don't know. I need some more information.
That's why I'm talking to my people when I get out. See what's the word with that and everything. I got people out west, you dig? I'll see what's the word on that, because, 91 rounds, man, and just because the man ain't had no seatbelt on and that thing. And I know them west side police, majority of them polars out there, them Yankees and stuff, they be thirsty to pull one of us over and everything. So 91 times, man, and that's crazy right there. That's crazy. Unload, man. You act like he a damn terrorist or something.
Yeah, that mean they unloaded and reloaded and went back to shooting.
They sure didn't do that in Texas when that dude up fire on them at their school. They was hiding behind shields and everything. But as soon as there's a black man, shoot him now, ask questions later.
I think that does factor in.
Where's Perm in the suit at? Is he down there in my city yet? I ain't been watching the news.
I'm not sure who you're talking about.
You know what Wyatt call a Perm in a suit. Your uncle Al.
Wyatt would never, because Wyatt don't call people names and stuff like that. So he would never actually say that about somebody. He would just call them by name.
You're a damn liar. Quit lying. You listen to the Wyatt show. He say Perm in a suit all the time. Come on, man. Stop. What is you talking about? That's why I be talking about you extra, man. You listen to his show.
I'm pretty sure Wyatt wouldn't throw personal insults at people like that. Stop it.
What type of 3 o'clock dope is you smoking?
Don't lie on Wyatt. I won't stand for it.
No, for real.
I won't stand for it.
You ain't got to stand for it because your ass sitting down. So what are you talking about? You ain't got to stand for it. You sitting your ass down, but you can believe what I just said. Do the replay on his show and see do he bring it up.
I have to do that. I'll have to do that.
I can't believe you fix your mouth to say that, man. I just can't really believe that. I got to go put this milk up because you just pissed me off.
All right.
I wish I can go smoke a drink, man.
Go put the milk up.
You just really pissed me off bad.
Go put the milk up.
I hope you come through here so I can throw one on you.
What?
All right, man. I will fix you, man. Be safe, man.
All right, twin. Did he say he hope I cut my hair? What? That'd be something about something else, and inside joke that I missed. He hope I cut. Anyway. Oh, got another call coming in. Ron D.
He said he hoped you come through there so he can throw one on you.
Oh,
milk.
I don't like the way that sounds.
That's what's up, man. Listen, I know you remember. You remember when I wrote that email to Lincoln and you came and I guess Lincoln told you to play that or you picked it out yourself because I told Lincoln that he was breaking my heart.
I do remember that.
And yeah.
And didn't I play a
Now,
song with it?
yeah, it was breaking my heart.
Yeah, mint
What you call it?
condition, Pretty Brown Eyes.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, you was on point with the music yesterday. On point, flat out, everything you said.
All
Now, now, you know what I told Lincoln was when I wrote that email. I said, you know, essentially, you have an obligation to the people, and you gonna retire soon, and you don't have to be beholden to anybody but yourself, but you breaking my heart. What about your legacy, and what would Maya think? That was what I said. Now, he said I said something totally different, but the fact what I was talking about is the same, you know. And I ain't gonna just bash on him, but you know the situation like don't nobody else know the situation, you know. And the fact that Lincoln would sit there and say, you know, that he would wish her to get more time and all that stuff, you know, and flat out when he didn't wish that on, now he wouldn't wish that on PG, but he knew PG didn't get that much time. He knew that situation, and he knew the situation, and everybody knows that situation, how Kelly Prater moved around here and how she operated and how she called people out, right or wrong, how she called people out, you know. And I feel sorry for her, you know. I mean, but it's her own fault, you know, because I would have never, I filed 3 lawsuits and one in appeals court and one to the Ohio State Supreme Court. I'm still doing my thing right now. I wouldn't dare do anything idle. I wouldn't dare drink a drive. I wouldn't go to the corner store on a beer. You know, I don't go out at night to give them an excuse to pull me over or anything. You know, you just got to move different. And the fact that everybody knows how Kelly Prater moved around here, but everybody also knows that that's fair, or that not fair, that sentence that she got was totally unfair. They wouldn't have done that to anybody else. They wouldn't have done that to anybody else. And what that essentially says, that if you move against us, Hamilton County, the mayor's office, if you move against us, we will make sure that you get taken out regardless. That's it, you know, and this, you know, they've made an example of Tracy Hunter. Tracy Hunter was the same thing, and I think it was LG that called and said that he didn't know why Tracy Hunter and what's chicken in Fairfield, Vanessa. He didn't know why they came down there to her sentencing, but she was there loyal to them in all aspects, and that takes loyalty to do that in a city and county that operates like the city of Cincinnati and the Hamilton County, and that's just flat out. And I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna go.
All right.
Well, 2 things.
Oh.
First thing, you know, when we have a city that's ran by Democrats and a county that's ran by Democrats, and we take it on the chin all the time, we have to look at who our city's ran by.
What are we taking on the chin in your mind?
I mean, the Kelly Prather, and
Well, those are federal charges, though. That's not the county or the city.
Yeah. But she wouldn't have got that. She wouldn't have got that. She wouldn't have got that time if she wasn't in the people that's in the people that do the work at the federal courthouse live in Cincinnati, right?
I would say so, yeah.
Live in Hamilton County. Like I said, people that live in the city of Cincinnati and Hamilton County should be pissed.
Well, but I mean, I don't know what that has to do with the city and or county being run by Democrats. Because I think if it were run by Republicans, it would probably have come out to be the same result, because she was, to a lot of people, an unlikable character.
Yeah, but it's not a difference between the Democrats and the Republicans, with the exception of our city is ran by Democrats and the county is ran by Democrats. And we always get a not favorable outcome when it's something like this.
Well, we didn't get favorable outcomes when it was run by Republicans either.
Oh, well, but we black folk vote Democrat. But who are the majority of the city and the county's residents? Black folk, right? Black folk. It is.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the majority is.
Well, I am.
Are we like 52% or like 48% or something like that? It's close either way.
Oh yeah. That's about right. Yeah, that's about right. But the majority. I mean, in Cincinnati, we are the majority.
Well, but look, Ron, I'm not.
I don't want to get caught up on the Democrat thing. I don't want to get caught up on that.
You brought it up.
I just don't want to get caught up on that.
Okay.
Like I said, this was an unfair judgment, and they know it. And she should have known better than to play with these folk down here. Anyway, now I'm gonna say something about that Cargill chick. Y'all gonna make me start watching wrestling. And I just peeped her out.
That Jade Cargill. Oh.
I'm sorry?
That Jade Cargill is,
What is it? What's her name, Jade?
Jade Cargill, actually. Jade Cargill.
Yeah, she tight. She's tight. But then, that's all I wanted, Emanuel. And like I said, you was on point with the music yesterday.
All right, Ron.
All right.
Well, hold on. You tell me.
And Janice, my ass.
So you tell me, mint condition, Tony, who you going with?
Oh, mint condition. Like I said, you was on point.
All right.
And Janice, damn, shut up.
Hey, I'm hanging up now. You can't be talking to Janice like that. I won't stand for it, and I won't sit for it. Twin. Let me see. Somebody posted something, which is, you can't at least I would say I can't disagree with it, but that doesn't justify some things, right? Preston says, why would Kelly provide them with the ammunition to put her in front of the firing squad? That was careless on her behalf, in my opinion, especially if she knew how many enemies she had. Okay, I agree. I think we all agree with that, right? If she did what she's accused of doing, which kind of looks like that's what she did, and it was wrong, she should not have done wrong. I think we all agree with that, but at the same time, you can still recognize you did wrong, but the punishment was not like in line with other people's punishments. And I saw Shahara posted something which I wanted to look at for a second. Hold on, let me get to it. Shahara, so you know it's gonna be long. No, I'm just playing, Shahara. The difference with Kelly Prather's case is a couple of things. She tried to take those PPP loans, and they're cracking down on hard on people who tried to get them illegally. Okay. PG Sittenfeld was accused of hold on. I don't have all of his charges. He was found guilty on charges of bribery and attempted extortion by a government official. Ain't they cracking down kind of hard on that too? Ain't like that's nothing. Like $40,000. And for those of you who don't know, 40,000 is more than 20,000. So some people might be confused. Like, you got $20,000. They say he got $40,000. 40,000 is greater than 20,000. Her 20,000 is less than his 40,000. So if we talking about, government officials being corrupted and bribed and trying to extort or whatever, like that's kind of a big deal. That's kind of a big deal. So you can look at all of this stuff, and of course, everything is different. Everything is different. Of course it's different. But what does that mean? You were charged with getting some money that you didn't have a right to get. He was charged with getting some money that he didn't have a right to get. Say, well, she didn't take the deal. He didn't take the deal. But she lied about it. He lied about it. Yes, it's different. She got 7 years. He got 16 months. He got 40,000. She got 20,000. Yes, it's different. But it wasn't just, it was something else to it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. CK.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Livingston?
How you doing, CK?
I was listening to your show, man. I like how you put me on hold and then gave further statements and factual information. You said he took 40 racks and she only took 20 racks.
I did say that, yes.
So why is it that he gets lesser time, but he took more money? Please explain.
I think that the reason he's well liked, he's a white guy, and she's not well liked, and she's a big, bold, black, boisterous woman.
Black and black or white. It's simple that. It's simple that. Black and white. Like the first televisions that came out. That's all it's about. See, we can't convolute. We can't confuse the people. We know what it is. How did you get 16 months for stealing $40,000? If my black ass stole $40,000, I get 40 years. That's what I'm saying. But as black people, we gotta stop lying to ourselves. It's nothing. It's only one. Only difference in the case is one's black, one's white.
Well, now that's not true. There are a lot of differences in the cases, but all of this stuff that people are saying is to me don't hold water.
If you flip out, okay, you give that case to her and give her case to him, she gonna wind up with 7 years, he gonna wind up with 16 months. Ain't nothing changed but the race and the sex. It's the same thing.
Hold on,
I'm saying
CK,
the
CK.
penalty's gonna be the same.
CK, Jason says she was talking big shit too. That doesn't help. So was PG.
Yep.
PG was talking big shit
Yep.
too.
Yep.
And somebody said, Emanuel, you already said that. Don't say it again about her. I think I'm gonna keep saying it because I think all of those things are very important. I think.
Yeah, we got to.
Look, I really believe this, y'all. Y'all don't understand how much people allow all this visual stuff and how people perceive people. I think if she was a smaller woman, a more petite woman, people don't look at, just like think back to OJ. Think back to the magazine covers and how they darkened him up to make him seem more sinister. People look at our society, look at a dark-skinned man as more sinister than a light-skinned black man, right? So yes, people look at a big black woman as more or less effeminate and whatnot than a smaller black woman. People look at if you loud, then you bad. If you quiet and demure, then you're not so bad. All of that goes into it, which is why I said it and why I'll say it again. Because some of y'all need to understand that people take all of this stuff into consideration when they looking at stuff. Y'all want to keep taking off the glasses to see, I don't see things through the prism of racism. Guess what? There are a whole lot of people making sure those glasses don't ever come off because they gonna see everything through the prism of racism, and you're doing nothing to some degree but putting yourself at a disadvantage, acting like racism don't exist and acting like all of these other things, because being a big black woman and small black woman, that's not a racist thing, but all of the isms come into effect. And if you pretend like they don't, then that's why you're confused. Like, why would she get more time than he got? No, some of this stuff comes into effect. And add on top of that, that's why I say she was loud, because she wasn't a quiet woman. She was in your face. And all of that stuff plays a factor. She did make enemies, not by being evil. She made enemies by saying stuff that people didn't want people to say.
But imagine this, Livingston. Imagine if he got 7 years and she got 16 months. Whoa.
Well, if he got 7 years, I think it's a couple people that I know that might have committed suicide. Like they wouldn't have been able to live no more.
If who got it?
Huh?
You said if who got it?
If PG would have got 7 years,
okay.
It's a few black men I know who might have committed suicide. Like, oh my God, not PG. 17 years. He got 7 years. What am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So I'm right. I'm glad. I don't want him to get 7 years.
So how did he feel about Kelly getting all them 7 then? How did he feel about that? Was he
wanted? He said she should have got more.
Damn. He done sold us out?
I don't know if he sold us out, but he has some. There's some
so he already
personal.
didn't like this
no,
one,
there's
then.
some personal animosity there.
Nah, you don't do. Even when it's personal animosity, you still want fair. You don't want put your personal stuff on. Yeah, I wish he's no. Like you said, it was only 20 G's. PG took 40. So that means if by 40 he gets 16 months, let's give my girl 8 months. Come on now. Now we're being reasonable, Livingston. Let's give her 8 months. He got 16. Let's get 8. She be out in 4. Can we do it like that, or they don't like that? They hate the girl too much.
I don't know.
Huh? See, when we be rational, they don't want to hear that, but they want to hear us say, yeah, she should have got 10 years. No, she should have got 8 months, half of what PG got, since she stole half of what he took. And like you said, let's what's going on with you taking it to trial? That's the biggest thing in this story. You took it to trial and got a 16-month? That's unheard of. That sounds like the fix was in.
That's what people say. Oh, if you don't take the deal, you take the trial, the feds, they gonna stroke you. Oh, they gonna stroke you. He got 16 months, so explain that, y'all.
Exactly. It don't make, now That's what I'm saying. This is the case to go through. Because dude ain't even know what to say. Your last caller, when you called him up on that, he didn't even know what to say. Because he just had said that. Then when you hit him with that, no, explain this right here. So this is a fixed case. That's almost looking like the feds told him to take it to trial. Hey, go on and take it to trial. If we do convict you, man, we just give you the minimum, man.
I don't know about that either. I mean, I really think he look, I knew when I met, talked to, sat with, joked with, laughed with PG Sittenfeld. I don't think he's some evil guy, okay? And I mean, he was a nice guy. I like PG. So, and I think when people like you, no matter what you do, it don't look as bad as if they don't like you. So I think that's kind of what factors into it. And like what Ron was saying, look, those people live and work and deal with people here locally. So yes, they are they're federal judges and all that kind of stuff, but they're part of the political elite here in Cincinnati and Hamilton County. They go to the same parties that all the political people go to. They get invited to the same functions. They rub elbows with the same people. And so, you know how we do. If he don't like her and she don't like her, then I can't like her. That's just, that's kind of human for a lot of people.
Yeah, but you got to understand, this is a very dangerous game you're playing, because this is what creates, when the law breaks the law, this is what creates mass shooters. Because now, damn, I can't even rely on the law. The law is breaking the law. So if you going to give a black woman 4 times the time you give a white man, that's when they bear arms. That's when you have stuff like the shootings, the mass shootings, and when they broke into the White House and acted a fool. That's because now they looking at it like, oh, we can't even trust our own laws. So you're creating mayhem by doing this woman like that. That, it's really a crime. There's no way she should get 7 years and he gets 16 months. Based on likability. And see, this is when you turn people into mass murderers. Then they're going around here with these AK-47 shooting innocent people because they have lost faith in the judicial system, and now they just putting the law in their own hands. They taking it in their own hands. So you've got to treat people fairly, Livingston. You don't want to do that, man. 16 months fairly is ridiculous.
All right.
Yep. Please make sure that woman get less than PG. I mean, just to be fair, And why would you put a woman through something harder than a man? He's a man. He could take the jail time easier than her, right?
I don't know about that.
Why would you get...
I've stood next to both of them, and I think if I had to, on a toughness scale, I would say Kelly might be a little tougher than PG.
Oh, so you saying her time is just based on personal beef? That's all you saying it's based on?
I think that's a large part of it.
Mm-hmm. I feel you. Well, I'll listen to you then.
All right,
yes,
CK.
Sir.
I appreciate your call. All right. I'll hit that button. That was CK. And again, I'm not here making excuses. I like Kelly too, just like I like PG. Hold on, got another call coming in. Caller.
What's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's up, Stefan?
Feeling, man. I see Roz on there trying to cap him out during her time and all that. He's silly, ain't he?
He is silly.
Yeah, and he do her time with a pamper on, sucking his thumb with some grippos in his pamper. But anyway,
I don't know what that
talked to her. Say it again.
I don't know what that means, but
no, he wear a pamper when you see him. He smell like Grippo potato chips when I be seeing him all the time. But anyway, I talked to her, and they forgave her for that $20,000. Fifth Third Bank did.
Okay.
See, she was looking at more time. I'll talk to her on the phone, and I got to get your number. I'm gonna inbox you my number and call me because I got to tell you something.
Okay.
Personally, you gonna love it.
Okay.
But she was telling me when I was on the phone talking to her, They actually moved. She in Butler County now, but they sent her down to Dallas, Texas, to check her mental status because she was looking at more time. Okay, so she told me when the first hour began what happened and everything. I was like, take that plea deal. She was like, nah, I ain't taking that plea deal, Steph, because that's gonna mess my therapy license up. I was like, forget them damn license. Create your own job. You know what I mean? She took it to trial with a public defender. That didn't look good. So I guess they checked her mental status. You know, she was looking at 10 years each charge, man. And she took it to trial, and that's what happened, you know. And man, that mean, like we said, we got to pray for stuff like that. We can't just wish bad on people.
And when you
know
say
what I
they
mean?
checked her mental status, what did they come to the conclusion that there were some mental issues? So you're saying they gave her some leniency?
They did because she's going through the cancer, you know what I mean, and asking herself like, why you didn't take the plea deal? You know what I mean? So that cancer might took over her body, you know what I mean, her thinking status, you know what I mean? So that was a big factor too, you know what I mean? And once I get you the information, you'll see too. You won't point with some things you saying, you know, some people, you know, was out there, and then some people know people, and that's why they said, well, give her some type of time. But then when she get out, she got to go to another. I don't know if she got to go to court for this. What's this signature stuff? Fraud or something? For the signatures. Remember, she ran again, and they said she falsified some signatures.
Yeah, I
and
do
everything.
remember that. Yeah.
So I don't know how that works. Do she got to go to court on that inside while she there, or they gonna wait till she get out, then, you know, do that? You know what I mean? So she look like she probably do around about 3 to 4 years. Get into boot camp. You know what I mean? So like in the feds, you know, she really ain't really locked up because you're gonna be doing community service too. It depends on your status of your crime. You know what I mean? So. And then on Lincoln behalf, I know you can't talk about it. She told me, she was telling me when she was about to do it. She wrote the office, and you know, he's talking bad about me. And I said, Kelly, why is he doing that? That's what the radio host people do. They talk their stuff. Don't let little stuff get to you. You let little stuff get to you, and that's what that. Nah, I don't like just bashing my name, Kelly. I'm just trying to encourage us. Just stop all that. That ain't even worth you, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna write the Radio 1 on Lincoln. I don't want to mention my name. Period. I'm like, Kelly, that you acting petty now. You know, I was trying to encourage and everything, but man, that's all I can say is, you know, pray for her. I can't just, you know, wish her bad luck. Oh, she got it. Nah, we shouldn't be doing that. Period. I don't care. Well, as long as the person ain't touch you or hit you, you shouldn't wish no bad luck on nobody or hate. It's like when people on your Facebook say stuff about me. I don't get mad at that. I can't get that's petty. That's like this agitation. Huh? I
didn't say a word.
Oh. It's just like me getting mad off a comment. I can't get mad off that. You got some Lincoln One Facebook watchers. They get mad off each other. Markets go against this, and you got other people calling in. And no, they need a disclaimer when people get on their shows. I'm not responsible for anything that happened off the Lincoln Ware show. They need a disclaimer to make sure nobody don't get hurt off stuff like this stuff. Or just he say, she say stuff. So our job and our goal is to encourage each other. You know what I mean? Encourage each other, push each other, motivate each other. That's what's wrong with us. We always tear each other down. We never build each other up. You know what I mean? We act like demolition workers. Act like a construction worker. Build each other up no matter what we go through. You know what I mean? God will support us as long as we do things the righteous way. To the fullest. He support us. That's what God is for. He will support us. We do things the righteous way. But when people do bad stuff, sometimes the bad stuff, they come out good, brother. You know what I mean? You can do something so bad, you go to prison, you come out, you be a pastor. You know what I mean? Some pastors are like that. Like Nick. Nick used to sell drugs. Nick Barnett used to sell drugs. Boom, he got out, being a preacher now. You know what I mean? So things work out when a person go through the fire. You know what I mean? So we just got to keep her in prayer and uplifted while she's doing that time. That's all I can say. And I thank you too, brother, for pushing and praying for me, brother, saying that, you know, you was rooting for me for my election. I did learn from this, brother. I did
Good.
learn from it. I came out with good numbers. That's a great thing, brother. Good numbers the first time out the gate. So, I mean, I really enjoyed myself with this run. I did it. That's the whole point. If I can do it, you can do it. You know what I mean? We don't got to criticize each other about this and that. No, do it. Make a change for our community. Make a change for our people. You know what I mean? And that's the goal. Don't get me wrong. I got a phone call 3-something in the morning. Sound like a white woman. You're not going to be our next city council member. You need to go to bed calling me 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? So we got to stay encouraging each other, uplifting each other, and keep praying for each other, brother. That's the whole key, brother. I appreciate your time. I love you, brother. And guess what, brother? You can't do a damn thing about it.
All right.
All right, brother.
All right. That was Stefan Pryor. Vincent said he told he told part of it. It was more. I can't tell what the more is, but there was more. Blade.
Hey, buddy.
Oh,
You
you
still
calling
mad?
me buddy?
Yeah, buddy. You still mad?
Am I still what?
You still mad?
I was never mad.
Okay, then, buddy. Hey, man. You said something important. Tell Stefan he's not in the clique, and he better watch out because he might be next. Because that old guard might get him because they was turning on him. He didn't see it. But I noticed there's a pattern in your city, man. Every time young people rise, they get locked. They don't play in your city. They get locked up. The young people just doing what the old people taught them. But that old guard don't want to let go of the range in your city.
That's
It's real
very true.
cliquish. It's real cliquish in your city. It ain't about the money. You got to realize. You remember she made a lot of serious enemies. Miss Baker was one of her top enemies too, and she still better watch out for Miss Baker.
Miss
Miss
Baker?
Baker don't like.
Who's-
Yeah, Miss Baker. Miss Baker don't like when you say something about her.
Who is Miss Baker?
Lisa Baker, the police chick with the mustache. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think
The
that
crime.
I'm not
Crime Stopper woman.
I'm not certain that had anything to do with it.
I'm just saying she made a lot of enemies down there.
Okay.
A lot of people that she thought was her friends really wasn't. Because she would say she was doing something with a group, and they would call in and said they didn't know what she was talking about. They was trying to make it look like she was crazy. So I don't know if she was Divine Nine or not, but didn't nobody? I noticed once young people get in trouble down there, all these organizations do not say nothing. They quiet as a church mouse, just like the judge. She know deep rooted people down there. But the black judges and the black lawyers kind of went against her. So it's real cliquish in Cincinnati. So Stefan better watch out because I don't think he's in the clique or in the mix. So he might mess around and be next. He better, because some of us are naive. Just because they smile in your face. You better listen to the OJ song. They smile in your face. Behind your back, they're backstabbers. So I know Stefan trying to get in that politics. Hey, that politics is real dangerous, Stefan. You kind of talk too much and talk to the wrong people, Stefan. So be careful, bro. But yeah, man, we good?
You tell me, we good?
I'm just saying, man. I like that shirt you got on. I like you to play some chess on there.
All right, Blake.
Okay, peace out, bro.
Peace out, Blake. Oh, I don't have beef with nobody. I keep telling y'all. I say what I say and I move on. So no, Blake, we ain't got, to my knowledge, as far as I'm concerned, we ain't got no beef. I said what I said, and that was that. So that's that. And also, here's what I want y'all to understand. A lot of stuff get decided when they decide what to charge you with, right? And depending on who you are, they can charge you with it. You can do the exact same thing and be charged with something different, right? I remember I was in a position and they told me that they were going to charge me with assault and battery and something else. Or they could just charge me with disorderly conduct. They say it's the same act can get you charged with something really strong or something really weak. And it's at their discretion. It's at their discretion. They don't even really have to charge you. But it's at their discretion what they charge you with. So, y'all keep that in mind, because people, well, but PG, I mean, he was only facing this and he was only facing that. That's because that's what they chose to charge him with. You telling me that if he was not a well-liked person, being accused of accepting bribes, extortion, and I guess all the other stuff that he was accused of, they couldn't have bumped those charges up to something serious? They decide. I mean, okay, they look at the facts and then they make a decision, but they have discretion. Come on, y'all all know this. Y'all all know this. So a lot of stuff, really, to some degree, that's kind of where some stuff began. The same act can get you serious charges or not so serious charges. If you're not a likable character by the people who are making the decisions about what to charge you with, you can get the serious ones. If they like you, you can get the not so serious ones. And they can justify whatever they want. So just all I'm saying is, don't be confused. They could have went after PG strong. But they didn't. Somebody somewhere made that decision. I'm just saying, be aware of that stuff. When you're talking about, well, there's differences in the cases, and she was facing this, and he was facing that, and she did this, and he did that, and this person did that. All of that stuff. Plays a factor. All right. Move on. Chicago. What, 91 shots or something like that? I guess I have to say it. If you shoot at police, they probably gonna shoot back. I had to say probably because it's not 100% guaranteed. But if you shoot at the police, they probably gonna shoot back. They probably gonna return a lot more fire than is coming at them. And so if you decide to shoot at police, you might not make it. But that's if. That's a big if. Investigations had to happen. I didn't watch the video. I don't know who shot first. I don't know if the guy who was killed actually did any shooting. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying he did. Say, I don't know. Needs to be an investigation. I think I heard Wyatt was saying he watched the video, and I guess what he heard a shot, and police started to duck for cover, so he assumed that the shot came from the vehicle. But that's not necessarily true. Even the way that he described it. I intentionally didn't watch it, but and I know I keep saying maybe I should pull it up and watch it. I don't want to watch it. I'll watch it later, maybe. But the power of suggestion is strong. The power of suggestion is strong. Police say he shot first. We don't know if he shot first. We don't know. An investigation will have to happen. Who's doing the investigation? That all has to be taken into account. Because, they investigated and they determined that the first shot came from the car. Who investigated? And how did they make that determination? Will always be my thought. That'll always be my thought. But I don't want you to think police are always right. Even when they're saying, oh, somebody shot at me, and reacting. I don't want y'all to think that. So, oh, they said they heard a shot and they all reacted because they believed that the shot came from whatever. So I'm going to show y'all this video. It's relatively old. It's a few months old. This is not a video of this case. Nobody died in this video. Nobody got shot in this. I'm letting y'all know ahead of time. Nobody died. Nobody got shot in this video. Okay? Perception. Perception, though. Let me see if I can do this.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! You know. I'm hit! What? I'm in the car! I was shot through the car! Oh! I'm good. I don't know. I might have hit my vest. I'm not.
Shots fired. I'm hit. I'm okay. It might have hit my vest. And just like y'all was reading, there were no shots fired. They believe an acorn fell on the car. And that's when he started hollering, shots fired, doing barrel rolls on the ground, unloading his clip into the back seat of his car with a young black man handcuffed who had been searched. So they knew he didn't have a weapon. They searched him. Now this video, I watched the whole video, like from when police showed up, when he showed up, the interaction with them. He didn't resist, nothing. None of that stuff. He was searched, let them cuff him, put him in the back of the car. There's police coming around. He hears an acorn hit the top of the car, starts screaming, shots fired. Like I said, does a barrel roll, claims he's hit, unloads his weapon, and the other officer on the other side unloads her weapon into the car. So they shot at the car from two different directions, emptying, and then when other police showed up, they had to shoot out the back windows with him in the car so that he could hold his hands handcuffed out the window so they could see that he was not armed. The young man wasn't shot. Miraculously, the young man in the back of the car was not shot. So, Emanuel, why do you bring this up then? I bring this up just to say, when police tell you he shot first, you don't necessarily know. And just because police are reacting to what they perceive to be a shot coming from a particular area doesn't necessarily mean that that's the case. Right? So I heard a shot, and then I saw police reacting to that vehicle. So, I kind of assumed that that might be where the shot came from. And I'm not saying it's a bad assumption, but it's not always the correct assumption, because some of it can just be perception. So for me, 90 whatever shots seems like overkill. Literally. But let's wait until all these police might be telling the truth. He might have shot first, and then they did what they felt like they had to do. Or maybe a police officer shot first, and like I heard people saying they were plainclothes officers. If you don't identify yourself to me and you come up and you shoot, I don't know you a police officer, so I might shoot back. I don't know that to be the case. My whole point is, investigations are important. And who does the investigation is also, important. I don't like to jump to conclusions on none of this stuff. All I can say for certain is you can't really take nobody's word for it. And let me tell you, the video I just showed you, the acorn, I genuinely believe that officer, for whatever reason, genuinely believed that when he heard that acorn, it was a gunshot. Now, I think there's some things that play into that. I think a lot of officers are taught that it's us against them. It's police against the citizenry. They're our enemies. We're in a war. So, yeah, if you think you in a war and you hear an acorn, you might think that's a gunshot and go ham. So I believe he genuinely believed that he heard a gunshot. Because his mindset out there is, they're all trying to kill me, and I have to kill them before they kill me. Ain't that a terrible mindset to have when your job is to interact with the public? If you walk into every situation thinking they trying to kill me, a lot of misunderstandings gonna happen. That particular cop resigned. Mr. Hernandez. He resigned during the investigation. And to some, you can't really blame his partner. I mean, if you my partner and you tell me shots fired and you're hit, and where the shots come from? In the car. I'm shooting the car. You know what I'm saying? You just shot my partner. He's hit. He's barrel rolling on the ground, shooting at the car, crawling, grunting, and oh, I'm hit. I think my partner is shot, and you did it. You can't really blame the partner. I mean, there's a couple of ways to look at it. There's a couple of ways to look at it. And don't think that I'm not sympathetic to law enforcement. I do believe, again, they are taught that we are the enemy. Who is we, Manuel? Black people? No, we. People who aren't police. They are taught that we are the enemy and that we want to kill them and that they have to always be on guard because they're under siege. There's a war against them. Now, of course, on the other side, if I'm the police, and a whole lot of my interactions are with people who are in distress, physical, emotional, whatever, mental distress. And so it seemed like everybody aggressive. It seemed like they aggressive towards me when I show up. I'm going to be on edge. It's part of why I won't be a cop. I don't want to kill nobody because I heard an acorn fall from a tree. And you would think, oh man, can you imagine how bad you would feel if you killed somebody and you later found out they didn't do anything wrong? What you heard was an acorn fall from a tree. Man, that's gotta make you feel bad. I don't think it make them feel bad. I think they be cool with it, like, oh well, it's part of the job. Part of the job. Sometimes you kill people. I remember Officer Roach. I don't ever remember Officer Roach looking like, sounding like, stating that he might have said he regrets. But he didn't feel bad for shooting Timothy Thomas. Yeah. I go on vacation. The ones who choked Roger Owens, they didn't feel bad for killing that man. They didn't feel bad at all. It's us against them. So Jason says, people wanting to kill you because you're a cop. Forget that. I really don't think that's, for a lot of people, I don't think that's the deal. I don't think people just want to kill people because they're a cop. And I think cops have such a bad reputation now that people don't trust them. Because I don't know what happens to some of them when they put on that, badge and gun and uniform and, or whatever, even the plainclothes ones. They're a cop. They're not like normal people. Some of them. I think they training kick in. You're my enemy. You be trying to talk to him all calm. But do you really, even if your enemy come to you like, hey, I want a question. You my enemy. I'm not going to, because they're trained that. My command presence. I have to have command presence. I have to be in charge of the situation. I got to get the last word in. I got to this. I got to that. And after decades and decades of that, then, yeah, there are people who distrust them as a whole. And if I didn't actually have some friends who are law enforcement, who I know would not do that, or at least I believe, I don't know if you can ever really know. And like Marquetta brought up, the officer, and this is what I'm talking about. Something gets in when they put all that stuff on and is out there amongst their friends. There's a video, I don't have it queued up, where there's an officer who pulls over a guy, black guy, coincidentally we'll say. A black guy pulls him over. I don't remember what she pulled him over for. He has a bottle of alcohol in between the seat. It's not open. When I say it's not open, I mean it has not been opened. It's like a fresh new bottle. It's not illegal. They arrest him for like being drunk. He wasn't. And she opens the bottle, cracks the seal on the bottle. The bottle had not been opened. She cracks the seal on the bottle and pours it out. Puts the bottle on the passenger seat. And they're using that open bottle on the passenger seat as evidence that he was drunk. But Emanuel, they can't use that as evidence that he was drunk, because clearly it was a brand new unopened bottle that they found in a pouch in between his seats. Well, again, she cracked the seal, poured it out, and sat the empty bottle on the passenger seat. Then they inventoried the vehicle. And guess what they found on the passenger seat? An empty bottle of alcohol. Brenda says the seal was not cracked beforehand. No, it wasn't. She cracked the seal when she opened it. And she has admitted to it because they got the body cam of her doing it. She's on camera doing it. This ain't no made up nothing. She's on camera doing it. So they got the body cam of her doing it. You can hear the crack of the seal. She's been deposed and she's admitted, yes, it was an unopened bottle of alcohol. They didn't drop the charges. They still said when they inventoried the vehicle, there was an open liquor bottle on the passenger seat, which is evidence that they plan on using at trial. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. Well, you could, but I'm not. And then people like, oh, people want to kill cops. Like, people really just want cops to stop doing stuff. Yes, LaDonna, they still charged him, and they're still using the open liquor bottle as evidence. Now, actually, I think the trial was supposed to start a couple days ago, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't checked out an update to see how that turned out. So I'll look into that. Jack says the man's license was suspended, though. That's true. His license was suspended. But he's been charged with drunk driving. And evidence is the empty bottle on the seat. McConnell says that should be an easy win for him. It should. It should. Oh, Brent said he got convicted. He got convicted. According to Brent, I had to look it up. But Brent says he got convicted. Was he just convicted of the suspended license, or was he convicted of the drunk driving too? None of this stuff is easy. The stuff that you look at and you're like, oh, that should be easy. It's not. It's not. And again, I'm saying all of this to say, let's kind of wait, because they're putting out the story like, oh, he shot first. I don't know if he shot first in Chicago. I don't know. Let's wait. Let's wait. Can you show it, please? Oh, let me see if I can find it real quick, because I do have to go. Officer. See, how long is this?
This AI tool will take your idea and create a complete book, complete with design, images, layout.
All the AI tools.
Meet Calvin Riley. He's being stopped by the Tallahassee Police Department on South Monroe.
Hello, sir. I'm Officer Oliver with Tallahassee Police Department. Do you have
She'll
your driver's
plant evidence
license
of an empty liquor bottle in Riley's car before arresting him for an alleged DUI. Riley's license is suspended, and officers decide to arrest Riley on a first.
I'm sorry. I'm only bringing this up because somebody asked the question. If I can find it, I'll put it up. They said, was he a big black bald man? Yes. To answer your question. Yes. He was a big black bald man. Okay.
First offense for his suspended
Would
license.
you be willing to do some voluntary field sobriety exercises?
Not really.
Okay. Here, go ahead and step out of the vehicle for us.
They didn't tell him the consequences of refusing that voluntary test.
Just go ahead and face the corner of the car for us. Your license is
After
suspended.
detaining Riley,
We're gonna-
they ask him if he smoked any marijuana.
Mr. Riley, I got a quick question for you.
No problem.
So I smelled marijuana in your vehicle. Did you recently smell?
No.
Once he's arrested for driving with a suspended license, they can search his car. Officer Oliver leaves the car, does a 360, and then goes back in the car, retrieving a sealed liquor bottle and pours it out. That was the sound of the seal on the liquor bottle breaking. Here's another angle. While Officer Muth questions Riley about marijuana
Did
again,
somebody else smoke in your car earlier?
Oliver tosses the empty bottle into the passenger seat. They don't find any marijuana in the car. Here's Officer Oliver implying to Officer Muth that the empty bottle was likely what was in a cup in Riley's center console.
Cover where like the knee would sit. There's an opening, and he had it like tucked. Okay. And then the whatever he had in his cup also stuck.
Then Officer Muth tells a senior officer that they found open alcohol in the car, in both a bottle and a cup.
Did y'all search the car?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing in there?
Well, okay, so he had a bunch of alcohol stashed in there, but
Nothing open or anything?
yeah, open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, in his like Tervis in the center console, he had a mixed drink, and then under his knee, he had a like little bottle of vodka tucked away.
When officers group to discuss the case, they all ask each other if their body cameras are off.
Still alive. Any evidence of that?
Marijuana.
Yeah.
Are you still on?
The video ends at this point. Riley's arrest report states, quote, "A search of Riley's vehicle yielded a small bottle of vodka that was opened in a pocket in the driver's seat cover." Riley's case begins on Friday, April 5th, in the Leon County Courthouse in Tallahassee.
The all-new GoDaddy Arrow helps you get your business online in minutes.
All right, we're not promoting GoDaddy. So, yeah. So you can't, just because they say it, Doesn't mean you have to believe it. That's the whole point that I'm making. And I saw some people, they say he was convicted of the DUI. He was convicted of a DUI based on the evidence that they say that they found, that later on, before the trial, while being deposed, the officer admits to having found an unopened bottle and having cracked the seal. And who was it that said, oh, that's an easy win? Apparently, it wasn't. Apparently, it wasn't. All I'm saying is you can't always believe the first story. Wait, let there be an investigation, and then you still have to question the investigation and everything else involved with it. I always try to say, even when people are convicted, I still try to remember. I know I don't always do it, but I try to remember to say, if this person did what they were convicted of. Because just because you're convicted doesn't mean you're guilty. Just because you're convicted doesn't mean you're guilty. Well, why you wasn't a lawyer for Kelly then? I'm trying to think of the best answer that I can. The best answer to that is, because I'm not a fucking lawyer. It's the best answer I could think of. Not a fucking lawyer. What? Same reason I didn't perform surgery on anybody. I ain't no fucking doctor. Surgeon. That's the simple answer. All right, y'all. I got to get out of here. I got stuff to do. It is Wednesday. Y'all know how it go. I want everybody to have a wonderful evening, even though it's raining and all that stuff. I want everybody to have a wonderful evening. If you do happen to be out and about, even if you ain't out and about, you can pick up the phone. You can post a comment. If you got a spouse or a partner, children, somebody that you're around, you can still be the reason that somebody smiles today. Till next time, I'm out, y'all.